Tony D and Little Joan in the background, and this is your Screenwriter's Rant on Steve, starring Cillian Murphy as a teacher who's pushed to the edge with a bunch of very rowdy students, but he's trying to save them all. And there's one particular kid named Shy, and he's burning himself out trying to do this. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 18. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Directed by Tim Mylance. Cillian Murphy's a great actor. I love him in stuff. He's very good. Emily Watson is in it. Tracy Ullman's in it. Barely recognize her these days. October 3rd on Netflix, I believe. Yeah. And September 19th on in theaters. Say it with me. Rated R for adult situations. So you can see the kids yelling at him, and he's just holding his ears. I think this takes place in England. They have a different school system. Everything's effed up over there right now. It's a shame. Not sure what era this takes place. I'm going to say probably within the last 5 to 10 years, because it's based on a book called Shy, which is the name of one of the characters, but for some reason they renamed it Steve, even though it's, I don't know, I guess the focus of the movie is Steve. Was that the focus of the book? It's kind of hard to know without reading it. It looks like one of these movies where, you know, there's a teacher who cares. He's trying to save a kid. He's trying to do his job, and everybody else around him just suck. I mean, you can see these guys are all just yelling at him, and he can barely take it. It's just stressing him out. And, yeah, it's hard for me to watch this because, you know, I've seen stuff, you know, not this bad, of course, but I've heard stories and I've seen stuff similar to this in our own schools here. And I just think to myself, this is to some extent, it's easy to fix. Especially when you're talking about kids. These kids look like high schoolers, right? Let them go to work. Kick them out of school. Let them work. And then quickly, they will go, oh, God, let me back into high school. Because work sucks. And when you don't have a high school education, it really sucks. Because you're going to be doing the dumbest jobs. Because you don't have a high school education. So you can't even be the damn cashier because you probably don't know how to add. So you're going to be sweeping up, you know. Let the chips fall where they may, I say, on some of these kids. And they'll straighten themselves out, especially the guys. The women, that's a different story. They're wired differently. But, you know, it's always about these crusading teachers. But they never really give them the tools, I think. They don't have the authority anymore. You know, there was a time when I was in school, I was a little afraid of teachers. Not because I thought they were going to hit me, but because I thought if I went too far, yeah, they might really do something. Maybe not hit me. There was one teacher who one time when I was in 4th grade, he shook me. And, you know, we didn't sue the school or anything. I didn't even tell my parents. Because I had done something stupid. I knew I had done something wrong. And I never did it again. So, you know, you know, he didn't hurt me. He shook me. And I knew in that moment he had the power to basically kill me if he wanted because he was a powerful guy and I was just a 4th grader, even though I was a big kid. So that's part of the problem with these kids. There's no fear in them. There's no fear of graduating and ending up on the street because they don't care. They figure their lives suck and they're always going to suck. So, let's have a larf. Why this guy has to teach me. That's another big problem too. The teachers have to teach. There's this thing called truancy, right? So if your kid's not in school, that's a problem. They force them to go in school. I don't think you should force kids to go to school. There are some kids that are unteachable. And the only way they're going to learn is by realizing they've made a horrible mistake by not getting an education. They kind of got to hit rock bottom and shake off their entitlement and then go back to school. If they're young enough. If they're too old, some of them will have to just get a GED and live with that. And a lot of them do. I was talking to a kid in a class that I was teaching as a sub, and I could tell this kid, he was going nowhere. I said, and part of the problem in American schools is they never flunk anybody anymore. They should flunk these kids. Now, if he got flunked, he said he was just going to get a GED, but even that would be sort of humiliating and humbling experience. And some of these kids just need a humbling. That's all they need. It's just one humbling, and then they're going to be like, all right, I can't do this anymore. So when you have kids like this and you can't kick them out of school, they're running wild every single day. They basically ruin any chance you have of reaching the kids who actually might learn if you could get them to shut up for 10 minutes. So I feel for this character. But it's frustrating to watch a movie like this because it's the same damn story every time. A crusading teacher gets nothing done for a long time. And then finally at the end, like maybe one kid, like the main character here, Shy, who's not really, his second main character. Yeah, maybe he gets his life together, and Cillian Murphy is like so stressed out he's nearly destroyed himself trying to save him and the other knuckleheads in his class. So that's kind of the third act, I think. So first act, he's teaching these knuckleheads. He's an idealistic teacher. He makes some headway. Second act, this kid Shy is, I think all these kids are doomed. And Cillian Murphy's also taking drugs. He's not making a headway. And then I think he falls apart at the end. I really do. Which would be interesting to watch. I don't know how entertaining it's going to be. But because Cillian Murphy's in it, I'm kind of interested in it. And this is him off of, after Oppenheimer, right? So he's sort of in a point in his career where he can pick and choose cool roles. So I think, portraying this character as he unravels, maybe because of drugs, maybe because of the stress, or both. It could be interesting to watch. But I don't know how entertaining it's going to be. So let's read the write-up, if I can find it. Steve. Is this movie going to come up? There it is. Steve follows head teacher Steve battling for his reform college's survival while managing his mental health. Concurrently, troubled student Shy navigates his violent tendencies and fragility torn between his past and future prospects. Okay, Tim Mylance, writer Max Porter. I don't know, maybe. Let's see what Max Porter's credits look like. All of This Unreal Time, The Thing with Feathers, as an actor. So really, he's only gotten one other short under his belt. So it doesn't seem like he has a ton of credits. But, okay. All right. Would I see this movie? I don't know. Maybe. If I heard it was good, I could go either way on it. Maybe. Maybe is the best I could do. It's on Netflix, so there's no way I'm going to the theaters. No way. I would watch it on Netflix if I watched it at all. I don't know if me and my girlfriend would enjoy it. I don't know if this is a date film. It doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like a hopeful message. But it is based on a book, so I'm hopeful it'll be more entertaining than I see in this trailer. And Cillian Murphy, again, great actor. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on the green site, the orange site, and the black site for our other 2 videos every single day. We do 4 videos a day, unless I get too tired. Tomorrow I'll be at Taunton Run in West Berlin, New Jersey at 2 p.m. for my talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil. It's for family and residents only, unless you have special permission. Friday night, I'll be at the night market in Dragon Shops from 7 to 11. On Saturday, I'll be at the Williamstown Community Center. That's the Pfeiffer Community Center at 1 p.m. for my talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil. And Sunday, I'll be at JEVS for the Special Needs Crew, 1 p.m. for how to hunt the Jersey Devil. Same rules apply for the senior centers. Hope to see you there. We'll see you